Have you ever really stopped to think about your knee? I mean, it's way more than just a simple hinge. It's actually a brilliant piece of engineering. And it's hiding a fantastic secret, a built-in locking mechanism that makes it both super flexible and incredibly stable. So, let's dive in and uncover exactly how it works.
I mean, think about it for a second. This one joint lets you kick, sprint, jump, all this dynamic movement. And yet, in an instant, it can become this rigid, solid pillar that lets you stand for hours without your muscles just giving out. How is that even possible? Well, the answer is just a masterpiece of biomechanical design.
Okay, so to really get the knee's secret, we first have to understand that when your knee twists, it's not just one simple movement. There are actually two totally different types of rotation going on. One that you do on purpose and another that happens all by itself. And that automatic one, that's where things get really interesting.
So let's break these two down. First up, you've got voluntary rotation. This is what happens when your knee is bent, right? You can use your hamstring muscles to consciously twist your lower leg in or out. But the real magic is the involuntary rotation. This isn't driven by your muscles at all. It's an automatic twist that's literally forced to happen by the shape of your bones as you straighten your leg. That right there is the key to the whole locking system.
All right, so to see how this incredible automatic lock works, we need to meet the main characters in this story. And it all comes down to the very specific, very clever shapes of the bones and how they fit together.
So at the very end of your thigh bone, that's your femur, you've got these two smooth, rounded knobs called condyles. Now, if you just glance at them, the one on the outside of your knee, the lateral condyle, it kind of looks bigger, maybe a bit more prominent. But you know, appearances can be deceiving.
And here is the big secret. It's not about the overall size of the knob. It's all about the length of the surface that actually makes contact with your shin bone. Just look at the red line there. The medial condyle, the one on the inside of your knee, has a path that's way longer and more curved. And this one little difference in length, it's the key to the entire mechanism. It's everything. And of course, the top of your shin bone, the tibia, isn't just a flat surface. It's shaped to be the perfect dance partner. The medial side is bigger and kind of dished out to perfectly match that longer path of the femur. It's a perfect but totally asymmetrical fit. Now, the final piece of our bony puzzle is this little bumpy structure right in the middle of the tibia called the intercondylar eminence. You can think of it like a central axle or a pivot point. As your knee straightens, the femur has to slot into place right around this pivot, and that's what helps guide that last crucial little twist. But, you know, it's not just the bones doing all the work. Your ligaments are like the traffic cops directing the whole thing. As you start to straighten your leg, your big quad muscles provide the initial rolling force. The PCL, or the posterior cruciate ligament, makes sure it all glides smoothly. And then, most importantly, the ACL, the anterior cruciate ligament, is the one that grabs the femur and guides that final automatic rotation right into the locked position.
Okay, we've met all the players, we know their roles, so now let's get to the main event and see how this all comes together in what's famously called the screw-home mechanism. This is where the magic really happens.
Let's just walk through this like you're standing up from a chair. First thing, your big quadriceps muscles fire up to straighten your knee. As that's happening, both of those femoral condyles are rolling and gliding across the top of the tibia. But remember that shorter path on the outside? Well, the lateral condyle runs out of track first. It hits the end of the line and just stops.
So, let's picture this for a second. The outside of your knee joint has come to a dead stop, but your muscles are still firing. They're still trying to fully straighten your leg, and that inside medial condyle still has more runway to cover. Something's gotta give, right?
Absolutely. With the lateral side now acting like a fixed hinge, the femur has no choice. It's forced to pivot. It rotates inward on your tibia, which allows that medial side to finally finish its longer journey. And as it does this, the ACL pulls tight, guiding this rotation perfectly and literally screwing the joint into its final, most stable position possible.
And with that one final twist, bam! All the major ligaments of the knee, the cruciates, the collaterals, they all get pulled completely taut. The joint is now in what we call a closed, packed position. It's not a flexible hinge anymore, it's a rigid, stable column. And that is why you can stand around with very little muscle effort.
Okay, so if the knee is so securely locked up tight, how do we unlock it? How do we sit back down or start walking? It can't just be brute force. It needs a key.
And that key has a name. It's this small but incredibly important muscle tucked away at the back of the knee called the popliteus. And really, it has one main job. It is the muscle that initiates the unlocking of the knee. It's the keymaster.
So when you decide you want to bend your knee from a standing position, the popliteus is the very first muscle to contract. It gives the femur just a little twist outward, the exact opposite of the locking motion. This tiny unscrewing action creates just enough slack in those tight ligaments to break the lock, which then allows your big hamstring muscles to take over and really start bending the knee.
You know, when you put this all together, step back and just look at the whole system, you can't help but be amazed. It's just such an elegant and efficient design.
And really, this quote just sums it all up perfectly. This whole complex, incredible mechanism for stability, it all boils down to one simple, brilliant design choice. Just a slight difference in shape between the two sides of the joint. It's this incredibly energy-efficient solution that gives us the best of both worlds, mobility when we want it, and rock-solid stability when we need it.
So here's a little challenge for you. The next time you stand up from a chair, do it really slowly. And as your leg gets almost perfectly straight, just pay really close attention. See if you can actually feel that final, subtle little inward twist as your knee screws itself home and locks securely into place. It's pretty cool when you feel it. Thanks for tuning in.